Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 67 of MA Naba. I just went over a bunch of the Diplo stuff last game, so I probably won't do it this game. But we'll go ahead and see how things are going, and then probably jump into turn 68. So we're doing some light trading with Asphodel. Primarily, we're buying gems from them in exchange for gold. Um, but yeah, just been chatting a lot with Distant Horizons. It's been fun, and a few trades have come out of it. So he's trying to leverage his gems into gold for presumably upkeep for his mage core. Since he hasn't expanded in a long time, so his gold income's probably plummeted. All right, so we're buying this at 30 gold per gem, and we'll see if he wants to keep selling us gems going into the future. We do cast Raven Feast, we get 15 death gems. So it's a 12 gem profit. Really good. We cast Teleport, get a Gula, a Shaitan. We did do Arouse Hunger. We did a Dark Knowledge. Oh, the Arouse Hunger. Okay, I remember now. The Arouse Hunger was to provide a screen for the Pretender of like troops with mines, so my Pretender just doesn't get Soul Slayed or something. So that's why we did that. We did a Witch's Bog, or found one, which I think is one death, one water, which is great. All right, and let's go see this magic phase attack that I royally screwed up. So yeah, you can see the Arouse Hunger out in front, and then the Pretender here. Over here, we can see a number of mages. So we've got an S4 here, an S3. Each of them have a bunch of pearls. So we have Will of the Fates, Twilight, Anti-Magic all coming out. Then our Earthquake comes in. I believe yoinks all the big astral mages. It's probably not going to kill too much other stuff, but Earthquake in caves is a lot stronger because you get this cave collapse feature, which does a bunch of bonus damage. So really regretting not multicasting Earthquake more. That was a big mistake. We also successfully gem burned him, so that's good. Making up for the gem burn he did on me. Light of the Northern Star goes up, because that was the second part of our really dumb script. And then yeah, now we're just waiting to get sent home. There we go. So really poor scripting, could have gotten off at least 2 earthquakes there. So disappointed in myself about that one. And then let's see. So that happened, and then Agartha attacks us in Mountains of Mist. He brings out a golem, presumably to. Oh, maybe you're trying to gem bait us again? But I think you cast Returning too quick. Then in Stumble Down, or maybe he just wanted to see if the formation changed at all. That could also be it. We have this really cool Leshy Thug, or yeah, probably Thug getting close to SC. It's got 30 HP, a Hell Sword, Mask of Face Borrowing for stealth, and the Spy Tag. And then it's got Armor of Knights, Boots of the Messenger, Amulet, an Amulet of Anti-Magic, and a Storm Spool. She's going up against a little bit of Bakemono PD. It's doing Personal Iron Skin, Temper Flesh. Go a little bit faster. Personal Regen. Enlarge. One more. Flying Shield. There we go. So this is what the full guess the full card looks like. 17 attack, 35 damage, Hell Sword, 27 protection, 37 hit points, 19 MR, has regen, has resistances, like uh, Temper Flesh, has some shock, some fire, some cold res. So maybe you could try to poison this guy, but he does have regen. So he's got the full suite of resistances. He has the full suite of resistances to physical attacks, and he's got very high protection. So it would be very difficult to punch through this guy, and he's got protective force, or she. It takes the appearance of a huge man. Oh, if he leaves his forest. Okay, so yeah. So he's got a big protective force on him to block half of the incoming attacks, and they would have to be really big attacks. You'd probably be wanting to hit for about 30 with weapons of sharpness to get through this. So extremely difficult. And of course, there's multiple attacks going through already. Let's see. I guess they're just rolling a lot. Hit by overcharged shock. Okay, so they're getting some armor defeating hits. That could be because the fatigue's up at 84. So that might be the only reason they're doing some damage. But all they did was trigger Berserker and boost the protection up to 29. Yeah, really well designed thug. I like it. Alright. So Leshy is victorious. And then we have a battle in the hole where we've got another Leshy, probably same kit and same script, just going up against some Zots. So the script might get interrupted a bit, but Zots aren't very threatening. Alright. And let's see, we have a battle in the below. We have a little pack of Sacreds and some Camel Riders. And there's Zots here. So let's see how we do. They jump on the camels. So they'll probably kill this camel party. I think we should be fine with the Janguard. Alright. So we got some camels off of the upkeep roster. We might replace them again at some point, but they are rather expensive. We should have good raiding options in the future that don't involve camels. Alright. So yeah, probably more attrition than we needed to take, but we've showcased a lot of sloppy scripting this turn. So then we've got Velvet Ocean, which is likely a failure against these Kalulu. This guy has no gear or gems, so all he can do is body ethereal. And even then, these little Lobo Guard just don't do well. So, alright, so we clear that out of the Merc pool. And then we get some income, we get some water gems. We foresee that an arena is coming. We got the marketing email early. And yeah, patrolling troops caught a lot of stuff, and we got some more mercenaries. Alright. So these mercs are for diving down into the raiding game, because they're a little bit smaller parties. So it's some mace men and some militia. And we're also sending our other camel riders down there. We're sending some new gems up to the front lines. Right, and this is where I make yet another tremendous mistake. So I made a big mistake last turn with my scripting. A lot of poor scripting last turn. This turn, I'm going to make a strategic map mistake. So what I needed to do, so my pretender is here. We're doing Ritual of Returning, but really what I needed to do was just do an Earthquake and then the returning spell. And I needed to go hit this again and do Arouse Hunger here again. Because now there's 310 enemy units, including Magma Children, Golem Crafters, and I'm sure other mages are there. You can see that these forts have emptied out. So there's only a few mages left here. And yeah, so a lot of the stuff that was in these forts has come down here to Tunnels of the Lost. So I needed to gem bait this again. And for whatever stupid reason that I had, I decided to cast Ritual of Returning instead, rather than doing that gem bait. Oh, so that was just really stupid. And I'll probably end up paying for it with this army, but we'll have to see how we do. Otherwise, we're forging a Staff of Elemental Mastery, and that's so we can do 2 Raven Feasts a turn. We can't quite support that in terms of air gem income, but 2 Raven, the potential to do it, at least with a different caster, will let our Merid do other stuff. And let's see, so this guy is magic phasing, I guess. What is he doing? An air elemental? And he's going into tunnels? Okay, so now I'm just doing stupid shit. This is just wasting a mage and gems. And just to show, this guy can indeed teleport down there from the capital. It's at max range. So, that's it. So, yeah. So, big mistake. And yeah, in other news, though, we are getting a Dreamstone, besides wasting this mage. I think this is my idea of a gem bait, so it's a 4-path mage with 3 gems. So that's kind of the hope, but he's... Unless there's... Oh, are we doing Arouse Hunger? Yeah, so we are doing Arouse Hunger, so maybe the idea is to gem bait this army. But we'll have to see how that works. And then, but I still should have done an Earthquake. An Earthquake would have been a lot better. And yeah, otherwise we're still keeping the blood hunting going and still trying to side search. This turn we're making a Brazen Vessel, getting some SDRs, also getting a Shaitan and a bunch of Bloodthorns. And yeah, otherwise not a heck of a lot has changed. So I think that might be it for this one. You can see just how rapidly Vanarus is invading Abyssia, although Abyssia still has 3 of his forts unsieged. So there's been a strong underground focus here. We've got the lion here. We have the main Vanarus army that just took Umbra here. But the Leshy raiding is income connecting. So from the Leshy raids, he got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gems. So, and if he claims this, he'll get another MR on his bless. Goodness, having troubles talking. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. So I'll go ahead and see you in the next one in turn 68. Have a good one.